Los Angeles. You see, Chicago can't happen without them. Otherwise, it's out of order. It won't swing. It's not in context.
Context. Context is a key word with you, my friend.
Man, context is what killed me. Or maybe the lack of...
Let's not get off on that tangent, please. San Francisco.
San Francisco?
The Jazz Workshop.
The Jazz Workshop. The Hungry Eye. Ann's 440. It all starts there, man. It all starts there. To is a preposition. Come is a verb. To is a preposition, come is a verb. To is a preposition, come is a verb. The verb intransitive to come. To come. I've heard these two words my whole adult life. And when I was a kid, when I thought I was asleep. Sounds like a big drum solo. Did you come? Did you come good? 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 I come better with you, sweetheart, than anyone in the whole goddamn world. I really came so good, so good. I come better with you, sweetheart, than anyone in the whole world. So good, 'cause I love you. Don't come in me. Don't come in me. Don't come in me, in me. Don't come in me, in me, in me. Don't come in me. Don't come in me. I can't come. Because you don't love me. That's why you can't come. I love you, I just can't come, all right? That's my hang-up. And I'm loaded, too, all right? Because you don't love me. Just what the hell's the matter with you? What does that got to do with loving you? I love you, I just can't come, all right? Now, if there's anyone in this room or the world who finds those two words decadent, obscene, immoral, if the words to come make you feel uncomfortable and you feel I'm evil and rank for making you listen to them, you probably can't come. Or perhaps your name is Judge Axelrod.
I warn you, Lenny Bruce.
Oh.
I warn you, Lenny Bruce.
You what, Your Honor?
I warn you.
You warn me?
I do, if you continue.
Now look, Your Honor, can we make this quick? You see, I know I'm keeping you from your missus and the vacation and all, but dig, I got a big gig at the Current tonight. And I know this is a bad time for both of us, so how about if I just come back later?
I warn you, Lenny Bruce, if you use those words again, if I even hear you use those words again.
Dig. If he even hears of it, if he hears from somebody else that I use dirty words tonight, I'll be back in court again. Don't lawyers yell object when the other side uses hearsay as evidence? So if there's even any hearsay that I use dirty language tonight, this judge has heard the word hearsay so much he forgot what the hell it means. That's hearsay, 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 hearsay. It's like good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. That's hearsay, hearsay. I object. You object? I object the rule. You jack the rule off. That's hearsay, hearsay, hearsay.
If I even hear that you use those words again, you'd better bring your toothbrush.
I had better come with my toothbrush, Your Honor. To come. Welcome to hip San Francisco. To come.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this hot Hollywood night, the Troubadour proudly brings you that controversial young man making headlines across the country. Here he is. Let the buyer beware. Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny Bruce.
The bust. What I was arrested for. In San Francisco, I was arrested for saying, well, I can't say it. I can't say the word, of course, because I want to finish the gig tonight. But they said it was a vernacular for a favorite homosexual practice. 10-letter word. That's very chic. It's two 4-letter words and a preposition. I really wish I could say the word. It starts with a C and ends with an R. Well, you know what the word is. I mean, we're all adults here. Let's not be coy. But, you know, it's funny how they automatically associated this word with homosexual. Because I don't. To me, it relates to any contemporary chick I know or would know or love or would marry, right? Any good wife. So I said the word, I finished the gig, and afterwards the sergeant came up and introduced himself to me. Lenny, I'm Sergeant Lesnick, and you know that word you said tonight? Well, I said a lot of words tonight, man. Well, you know that word. Oh, yeah. Well, that's against the law, Lenny, and I gotta take you in. Okay, solid. It's against the law to say it and to do it. Well, I didn't do it, man. I just said it. Well, I gotta tell you that. So he was cool. He said, you broke the law, no bullshit. Then when you get outside, there's this other cop. Yeah, I got a wife and kid. I don't want to hear that crap. What do you mean you got a wife and kid? Look, I'm a married man here. You shut up with that word. What, your lady doesn't do that for you? Hey, you shut the hell up with that there. Your lady don't do that for you? No, never. Now, how long have you been married, man? 18 years? And in 18 years, your old lady, no, never, shut up. And you never chippied on your wife in 18 years, man? No, you shut the hell up with that, never. But then I love you, man, because you're pure and spiritual. But if you're lying, you do some dead time in purgatory. Then they schlepped me in front of the second judge, a real funk bissina. Red hair, sausage fingers, homemade glass eye, real tougho. Cop stands up. Your Honor, he said blah, blah, blah. The judge, he said blah, blah, blah. Then the guy really minces it up. That's right. He said blah, blah, blah. He said blah, blah, blah. What is this blah, blah, blah? He said blah, blah, blah. And I'm watching these cops and lawyers and judges standing up in a courtroom full of women and a mixed audience all saying blah, blah, blah. He said blah, 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 Your Honor. It's in the minutes, I wouldn't lie to you. He said blah, blah, blah. The DA, Mr. Bruce, you said blah, blah, blah. You said blah, blah, blah. Then I started to dig something. I noticed that these guys kind of liked saying blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because they said it a few extra times. And the court reporter was typing the word over and over again. You could tell a little smirk on her face, right? And on and on and on and went. Well, I looked at every one of those cops, every one of those lawyers right in the face. And I didn't smirk. Not once. No, that would have been too schmuck.
And you won that trial.
Hung jury. I walked. V for victory, Daddy.
It was one of the only, well, it was the only trial you did win outright.
Yeah? You see, I guess America was still a free country back then. But that judge sure had the hanging rope measured out for me. He was ready to rule before I could even tell my side of the story.
Before the defense mounted its case, the judge was going to rule.
Yeah, but too bad. See, he had those 12 cocksuckers in the jury box to put on.
And you walked, man.
I walked. I walked and I talked, Jim.
You talked the talk and you walked the walk, I know.
You see, the problem was, I said the words in context, in a public place, with people listening on purpose.
So did they.
Yeah, but if I had just shouted these words out senselessly at a street corner, out of context, that would have been all right.
A nightclub isn't Sunday brunch. Did any of those guys get out, ever? I've heard lots worse than a nightclub, between a guitarist and a drummer, during a set.
Man, I know that. You know that. The people that came to see me knew that. Nat, back then, at night in Times Square, you could see guys both giving and receiving the very word I only said at the jazz workshop. But who gets busted?
St. Francis of Assisi.
Funny. Hey, you're a real Milton Berle, aren't you? Yeah. Hollywood, all those jokes. Schlubbo. There's only one thing missing with this outfit.
What's that?
The Pope's lipstick on my forehead.
Oh, we're going to get in trouble for that one.
I'll stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's 11 o'clock and it's showtime here at the Sahara Hotel and Casino. We now proudly bring you that man making headlines from New York to Los Angeles. Here he is from a guest appearance on the Steve Allen Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny Bruce.
Bring this one down. That one. Complete blackout now. All right, whoever took the money, could you please... okay, bring this one up, please. Thank you. We now take you to the headquarters of Religions Incorporated. And sitting around the table are all the world's religious leaders. Oral Roberts, Billy Graham, Danny Thomas, Pat O'Brien, Mel Gibson, many, many others. Now, gentlemen, we give you a great man now, and a great holy roller, Oral! Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you. Good to see so many boys here today. Now, gentlemen, what's that? Your long-distance call from the Vatican came in, sir. Oh, thank you. I'll take that in the other room. Boys, I'll have to speak with you later. Yes, sir. Yes, Sonny. Thank you. Yes, I am Oral Roberts. Thank you. Yes. Here, have a snake. Hello, operator. Hello. Yes. Yes, I'll accept the charges. Help. Hey, what's shaking, Johnny, baby? Yeah, it's really been an election month, hasn't it, sweetie? Look, oh, yeah, the puff of white smoke knocked me out. We got an 8-page layout with Viceroy. New Pope's a thinking man. Yeah. Well, I wanted to go with the tattoo, but I thought that was a little too far out, you know? Right. Listen, I hate to bug you, but they're bugging us with this dumb integration thing again. I don't know what the hell they want to go to school for either. Yeah, it's a school bus scene. Well, we had to give them the bus, but there's 2 toilets on each bus. Well, they're bugging us. They're saying get the religious leaders. Make them talk about it. I know, but they're getting hip. No, they don't want any more quotations from the Bible. They want us to come out and say things. They want us to come out and say, let them go to school with them. Look, I tried walking the water and snaking the cane. They don't want to hear that jazz anymore. Same thing with the stop war stuff. They don't want the bomb. Sure, they're commies. No, I'm not getting snotty, but we got to do something. And thanks for the pepperoni. Yeah. Wait a minute, Billy wants to say something. Billy wants to know if you can get him a deal on one of them Dago sports cars. A Ferrari or some, I don't know, some dumb thing. Listen, when are you coming to the coast? Yeah, the valley's hot, but we can fix that. I'll get you the Sullivan Show the 19th. Yeah, just send me some 8x10 glossies. It's a good show. We can fix the ratings, don't worry about that. Just wear the big ring. Yeah. Oh, hey, did you dig Spellman on Stars of Jazz? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you cool it too, sweetie. What's that? No, nobody knows you're Jewish.
You must have had a death wish. You didn't catch hell for that?
What? No 10-letter words. I'm in the clear.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, do you mean were the religious groups mad?
Sure, they must have been.
Well, not too many Sunday school field trips. You used to go to the Cafe Go-Go on Friday nights. At least none I ever saw.
Something tells me that when the most reported upon comic in the country does a bit on the most prominent religious leader in the hottest nightclub, he gets word about it.
So?
So you need religious leaders breathing down your neck too? Misdemeanor obscenity wasn't enough for you?
Listen, people need to wake up to something. People don't even know what they believe anymore. These TV evangelists are full of shit. You want to know who the real Christian of the Year was? Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa?
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa. Not Bobby Kennedy, Jimmy Hoffa. You see, Hoffa, like Christ, hired ex-convicts, as I assume Christ would have. Go ahead and laugh, man. That's what I make people do.